Great day, kings and queens. Welcome to another conversation with Drew, where it's always an honor and a pleasure to share this gift with you guys, to share the knowledge, wisdom, experience of God with you guys. This is a terrific Tuesday, and I bless you guys for tuning in, allowing me to be a blessing to you guys. Yesterday, I was speaking about our belief and the power of our belief, and the principle of believing, and how imperative it is, that we understand the value of our thoughts. And it's so amazing once you begin to recognize these concepts. You begin to recognize these principles and how they affect your daily life. And as I was meditating this morning, I was thinking about our words, the principles of our words, and how valuable they are to our everyday life. How valuable they are to our very existence, how valuable they are, to our success. And it's so amazing once you begin to understand these principles on how, to believe and how to speak. And it's so amazing as I've been doing, my studying, doing the research. The word in Greek is the word logos, Logos, and it means the expression of an idea. And when you begin to understand that everything that we see, everything that's in existence, everything that we experience, everything started with an idea. Everything that is, it started with the word. When it's so beautiful, when you begin to recognize these things and you begin to become conscious of them, you begin to see how my belief and my words affect my everyday life. And so therefore, if the word logos, if the word is logos in Greek, Logos, that means that the expression of the idea or the words that I'm thinking about and I'm expressing through my mouth, then I must begin to become conscious of what I'm saying. So it's so crazy, right? Let me give you a great example of how powerful this is, right? My whole life, I'm growing up, and when it came to credit, right? I never understood the value of credit, right? But the only thing that I had in my mind about credit is that it was bad, as far as credit cards, right? You would hear things about credit, but I didn't have the knowledge or the knowing or the proper words of what to do with credit. And so now at the age of 32, right, I just literally applied for my first credit card. I got like a 600, 650 or something on my credit score. I have never done anything to build my credit, right? But growing up, I will always hear my mom say things bad about credit cards, right? This is the power of words, right? And so as I began to educate myself and I became more cognizant of what credit can do and how credit works, right? You understand that the words that my mother was speaking, the words that I heard her say, it skewed my vision. It jaded my vision and my idea of what the heck credit was and how credit cards were to be used. Now, these were just words, right? And so as I began to do my own research now, and I began to talk to certain people like Precious, she began to educate me on the value of credit, right? So these words now that she's feeding me is surmounting the words that my mother used to say about how credit cards wasn't good, right? And so then I had a conversation with my mother, and I was just like, man, I'm really considering, getting a credit card. I want to build my credit up. I'm seeing the value of credit. And when I said it, her eyes got big. This is the power of words, right? Principle, belief, and words. Just check this story out, right? So, of course, I get on the internet. I apply for a credit card. Bang, I'm instantly approved. And, I tell my mom, I'm like, man, I got approved for a credit card. This is what's up. So I'm just trying to build my credit because I understand that in the system that we're living in, in the cosmos that we're living in, be in the system, be in the world, but not of it, you have to understand that people who are successful, they started using their credit when you didn't have the capital. So you use your credit, you have that 800 credit score, you don't go buy a house, you don't go buy a car, you use that credit to build the capital that you need, the liquidity that you need in order to go on and do other things with your finances, right? And so it's so amazing, right? Because when I said that to her and she seen, the joy in my heart and the words that I expressed, look, check this out. Why 2 or 3 days later, she called me like, Drew, guess what? I'm like, what's up? She like, I just got approved for a credit card. Man, listen to me, man. Understand the principle, right? Because what she was saying all of these years about credit, saying all of these years about credit jaded my view. So then when I downloaded different words that gave me more information on how to use the credit properly, I began to believe different. And when I began to believe different, I began to express the words different, right? And so when I expressed the words, that caused me to go into action. And when I took action, this is so powerful. It then motivated her to then go and do the same thing when she seen that I was able to do something that was against or contrary to what she used to believe. Now, when you understand that death and life is in the power of your tongue, you stop saying things like, man, I hate these bills. You stop saying like, man, I hate my look. I hate my weight. You stop saying things like, man, I hate my situation. You begin to speak life in it, begin to say things like, man, I appreciate the capital. I appreciate the finances. I appreciate the resources to be able to take care of these bills. You begin to understand the value of your words. So you begin to basically paint the picture of what you desire out of life. Everywhere you look at, you can look up on a building and you can immediately see Best Buy. You can look up on a building and you can immediately see Alliance Data. You can look up on a building and you can immediately see Nationwide. You can look on the back of the car and you can immediately see Camry. You can look on the back of the car and you can see Mercedes. You can look on your shirt and they say something like, I can do all things through Christ Jesus. You can see words every single place you look. Exit sign, enter. You always see these words, and it's so powerful that because you see the word enter, you know to walk through that door, right? So understand the value of that word. Understand the authority that the word has. It says that we know that the world was established by the word of God. And the things that are seen are not made by the things that are visible. So we're talking about a whole entire world that we are living in, and it was designed by the expression of an idea. That's why it's so powerful to be able to work daily, literally daily, ritually, every single day on your belief and the things that are coming out of your mouth. This is why every single day I get up every morning in prayer and meditation, because I understand the value of the principle of my belief. So then after that, I understand the value of the principle of words. So if I want my life to go in a certain way, that means I'm going to only work on thinking and then speaking the way that I want my life to go. So if you are right now in a situation and you are uncomfortable, or you are not complacent, or you are not happy with where you are, you have the authority right now, the ability right now to begin to change the way that you think, and then begin to change the way that you speak. These are laws and principles. This is not something that I'm excited about and feel good about because it sounds good. No, this is something that you can go throughout history and see how the greats use their belief and their words to bring success about. You look at people like Stephen Jobs. You look at people like Bill Gates, right? Stephen Jobs, right? This is what's so powerful about your belief and your words, right? Stephen Jobs created something called the iPhone. This is an idea that he had. Remember, the word logos the word in Greek is the word logos, Logos, right? That is the expression of an idea. Check this out. How is it that Stephen Jobs, right, expressed his idea of creating the Apple phone, right? The iPad, what is it? The Air, the MacBook, the Air Pro, the Mac Pro, the Air, all of these different things, right? His idea still exists and he's dead. We're still able to go into stores right now. You can go into your local Walmart. You can go into your local Best Buy. You can go into your local Apple store. You can go into these different stores and you can buy an iPhone. You can buy an iPad. You can buy a MacBook Pro right now, and that man is dead. Because the value and the importance of his belief and his idea and him expressing it into the point that it materialized, it manifested. That was a thought, an idea. He spoke it. He believed it so much until it came into fruition. This is the ability of your belief and your words. So if you again want something different out of your life, your responsibility is to begin to download the knowledge, the information, so that when you go to speak, the only thing that comes out of your mouth is what you believe. Again, my mother unconsciously put thoughts in my mind about credit and credit cards, right? Until I got to the place of where I went and I downloaded more knowledge, more information on how credit and credit cards work. So then once I changed my belief, I began to express, man, I want to clean up my credit. Man, I want to build my credit. I want an 800 credit score. So bang, I started taking action. And now I'm going in that direction to do it. Why? Because you understand the value of your belief and your words. But then the value of me changing my belief, me changing my words, ultimately changed her belief and caused her to act in a different way. So as you're sitting here listening to me, I'm realizing that you have the ability to take these words, digest these words, consume these words, and really dwell on these words in your heart and allow them to take root in such a way that your life goes in a different direction immediately. I understand the value of our belief in our words. That's why I began to use my voice to speak out, to change atmospheres. Why? Because I understand that the principle and the law are infallible. They're irrefutable. They cannot fail. They cannot lie. These words are the truth. Therefore, if you look at your life and you say that I do not like something, all you have to do is begin to see in your mind what it is. It's the principle of belief. See in your mind what it is that you want different and begin to speak it over and over and over and over again. Challenge yourself and watch. Watch how negativity begin to approach your mind. Watch how negativity wants to come out of your mouth. I'm telling you, because it understands the same exact principle. That's what I recognize. That's what I realize. That the enemy understands the same exact principle. So if he can get you to doubt your ability and then begin to speak it, he knows that you're going to recreate it over and over again. So when you get these bills in your mail and you say, man, I hate these bills, all you're doing is recreating another opportunity for you to say you hate the bills again. As opposed to saying, man, I'm grateful that I'm able to pay my bills. I'm grateful for having finances to be able to pay my bills up for a whole year. I have that type of ability. I have that type of belief. And if I believe it, it says, as you believe, so shall it be done unto you. Principle. So I recognize that we're failing because we don't understand these basic principles. We're not recognizing and understanding that our power of our believing and our words is what's creating the life that we're currently living. It doesn't matter what you're going through. It doesn't matter what you experience. Look how I experienced negativity in my thinking when it came to credit cards and credit due to the fact that this is what my mother believed. And that's all I heard when I was growing up. But now that I have new information, now that I have new knowledge, I'm able to believe something different and speak something different and then got a different result. It was literally that simple. Take these principles, take these laws, and begin to truly impact your life by downloading different information on what it is that you want. You don't know how to plant a garden, right? You don't know how to plant a garden. All you have to do is go on the internet and Google how to plant a garden and learn how to plant a garden. So then your belief changes in your ability. You don't know how to exercise. You begin to Google information or begin to ask people who are into fitness, who are into lifestyle of health and wellness, information on how to diet, on how to exercise. Your knowledge change, your belief change, and so your actions change. You begin to say things different, like, man, girl, I love working out now. Man, girl, listen, I used to hate drinking water, but I love drinking water now. Man, listen, I didn't know how to cook and prep meals, but now I know how to meal prep now. All it is that the information in your mind changed, so therefore your belief has to change. And the principle of belief is that whatever it is that you believe in wholeheartedly will manifest and materialize in your life. It's that simple. And you begin to speak these things out of your mouth that you don't even realize you're speaking. Think about all the things that you say about bills. Think about all the things that you say about your weight. Think about all the things that you say about your relationship that you've heard somebody else say before. That's deep, isn't it? You're saying things that people have said before, therefore now you're living it. Word. That's the principle of words. Man, I hate you. Man, I hate being in this relationship with you. Man, I wish you would die. Man, and you're sitting here speaking these things into existence, but that's not what you really desire in life. So if it's something that you really desire, if you desire to love that person you're with, if you desire to speak, to be in a better circumstance and better situation, begin to speak those things. Begin to believe those things. By law, they have to come into effect. Look at everything that you've experienced. Look out into the world and the atmosphere and see what people are doing. People who are successful in life are speaking things because it's what they believe. When you change your belief, you're going to change the words that you speak. And inevitably, your lifestyle, your life, your situation, your circumstances will change. Thank y'all for tuning in. God bless y'all. I pray that y'all have a terrific Tuesday. But remember, it's not a look, it's a lifestyle. Because we do this every day not to impress people, but to leave an amazing impression in the earth. God bless y'all. Be fruitful. Multiply. Peace.